Good morning. Let me know if the audio visual is good. For some reason, my video clip failed to play. We got Tim in first. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Valentine's Day to you and your wife. Hey, Jody P. Good to see you listening and lurking. Iron Ram Fish Company. AV's good. Let me know. Hey, Webbs. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Valentine's Day, huh? Hey, Warren. Good to see you, buddy. Got anything planned for the wife, the girlfriend? Got some cool things. Mine's already set up. Hey, John. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Good to see you. Everybody can hear me okay, I'm assuming? AV, all right? Give me a quick check on that. Just want to make sure because I was having a couple of issues that seemed out of place when I started this thing. AV's good. Thank you, buddy. Perfect. So, yeah, I got all my Valentine's Day things set up. Oh, hey, buddy. Clown Loach saying hello to me. Tim took his wife out to dinner last night to avoid the crowds tonight. Oh, I don't blame you on that, Tim. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a lot of, you go out to eat, and a lot of times these restaurants are packed full, and you're waiting in line for 45 minutes to an hour. So that was good thinking on your part. My wife's very simple. She's, well, I'm blessed with a wife that she don't feed into the norm. Uh, she's a very direct person. She's very simple. She don't primp. She don't prep. She don't wear makeup. She don't go out shopping. She don't ask for nothing. The only thing she asks is time spent. Something I could stand to do a little bit more on my end of things. It's really not a hard thing to do, and it can be at times because we're all busy. But my wife is very, very simple, and she don't want flowers for Valentine's Day. Why are you going to buy something that's just going to die in 2-3 days? That's the kind of wife she is. She's very practical. She doesn't like wasting money, and she just wants time spent. She wants something that comes from the heart. So I think I could do better with things like this, but I think this Valentine's Day I got something waiting for her that will be right up her alley. John says, I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid the girlfriend today. I was hoping to just avoid her in the past and get past the crazy day. Yeah. Well, I like spending time with my wife, and I could certainly do better putting more effort to doing that. Sometimes it should be something that's easy to do, and like I say, she don't go anywhere much. She stay here. She takes care of the house. She takes care of me. She does good work. So she avoids us. So she not avoids. So she deserves to be treated well, not just for a particular day, but all through the year. And it's something I could. Not that I don't do that, but it's something I could work on better with. So, um, yeah. So when Valentine's Day comes around, and Mother's Day and her birthday, I like to do something special for her. Myself, I hate getting celebrated on my birthdays. Um, I've never liked celebrating my birthday unless when I was a kid, sure I did, but now I just would rather it's just gonna be a normal day. Let's move on from it. Hey, 186, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. And my wife is a $1 50% face to baby's boy is heads down. I'm not sure what all that lingo means, Tim. I can't 50% effaced and he's head down, okay. But I don't know what a lot of that stuff means. But I certainly appreciate you guys coming in. But the topic of today's live stream is viewers' comments. This is something I wanted to do a video on. I decided, being as I do more live streams than anything now, I thought it was a good subject for a live stream. And it's also a topic I don't see, be honest with you, anybody doing. I haven't seen anybody make a video or do a live stream talking about this subject right here, and that's you. And not just the more loyal people that follow me and watch my videos and comment, members of the channel, and show up every Saturday morning with me. And I always see your comments on my videos. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys doing that. But I get a lot of comments from people outside of the circle, people that I've helped, people that thanked me in the thumbnail. If you zoom in, you can actually see those pictures. Oh, 1 second. And we should be back. Sorry about that. Sister called me. Yeah, see me. I did create this live stream at the last moment to be both horizontal and vertical. So I think maybe that messed something up. Obviously, it's working for you guys. You're here. But my sister's in the comments. She can't figure out why. We'll see what happens. But getting back to what I was talking about, yes, the viewers' comments. There's a lot of people that are outside the circle that comment my videos, people that I've helped. If you look at my thumbnail and zoom in, those are real comments from people that names you don't normally see, people that aren't on just YouTube or are fish tubers and that I've helped and appreciate things that I've done. There's Tara. Hey, Tara. She made it in. But I like to take it a step further. Now, do I do this all the time? No, but not only do when people comment on my videos that as out of the normal names that are normally in there, I'll go ahead and I'll check their channel out, see what they're into, see what they're doing, scroll through some videos, so I can try to connect with these guys and these girls on and get to know them. I like to get to know my followers. Now, can I do that for everybody? No, that'd be very, very time consuming. But something you might not know about me is I do that. You know, obviously everybody in here I already pretty much talk to on a weekly basis through YouTube, through videos, through live streams. And I get to know you guys pretty well, but I also extend that towards names that I'm not familiar with. And I like to tap on their channels, see what they're doing, see what they're up to, what they're into, what they got going on, things like that. And I believe it's important to do that with your viewers and take the time to do that. I think it was Caveman Aquatics who made a New Year's resolution to get back to his comments more. Now, I realize when you're a bigger channel, that's much harder to do. For me, I'm not a big channel. I can do it. But even then, sometimes it can be a lot, especially when you have a full-time job, family, you name it. But this man had to make a New Year's resolution to get back to his viewers' comments. That is so disconnected. Like, I mean, it's even his channel members. I mean, he's upfront about it. I don't know. To me, that's kind of disrespectful. That's kind of disconnected. There's no way I'd want to treat my viewers or channel members to boot that way. If someone comments, I'm gonna get back to that comment. But what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, and I don't want to hear about a time thing because this man's whole life is based around his YouTube channel. You can't get back to comments? And that's what this live stream is about. I would never. When you get bigger, it's much harder. I get that. Well, if you got channel members, at least get back to them. So, what do you guys do when you get comments on your videos? Do you try your best to get back to it? Being honest with yourself, do you really try? Do you really not have the time? Are we making excuses? That's what this is about. What and like anything, your commenters, your viewers, these are the people that make your channel worthwhile. I got into this to make a little side money, get some sponsorships, and share my hobby all over the world and make friends. And by far, the most favorite thing about doing this is making friends all over the world with you guys, getting those priceless comments that I've truly helped somebody or made somebody laugh. That's the best thing about it. And how are you going to show that appreciation by ignoring comments? Sanders Aquatics reminded me to comment more. His channel encourages comments through a giveaway, and it grows his channel. His channel encourages comments through a giveaway that grows his channel. Well, that's very cool. Sanders Aquatics. YouTube Studio really helps in making. Oh, yeah. YouTube Studio. And that's another thing, Tim. And that's a good point. YouTube Studio makes it so easier. There's no excuse. If you're not getting back to your viewers' comments, that's negligence. It's just pure negligence. There's no excuse for it. If you have the time to be on YouTube and have a channel and make videos, you have time to get back to the people who make that very same thing worthwhile. You have time to get back to their comments. There's no excuse. I screenshot all mine and show a second person so they can verify it. Then I jump up and down. Wait a minute. I screenshot all mine and show a second person so they can verify it. Then I jump up and down. Sanders Aquatics, John says. Well, that's interesting. Tara, it's not a big deal. When I do these vertical and horizontal live streams, it's not a big deal. There's an icon that shows a picture of a phone. When you see the one with the picture of the phone, that's going to be your vertical. It's going to be in the shorts feed. When you see a live stream without the phone, that's the normal one that you're used to. You just pick the one you want and you go in there. It's very simple. But the reason why I like to do vertical and horizontal at the same time is because plain and simple, it brings in a lot more views. I haven't done it the last 2 or 3 times, but I'll go into as I discussed, I like to bring it in, alternate and do it sometimes because it brings in more people. Your live stream shows up in the shorts feed, which reaches a larger audience, which hopefully brings more people in. I want to get more people. I got to get this channel to grow, and I'm not going to be able to do that without doing the same thing all the time. I've got to be able to reach out. I want to bring in new people, new audiences, get more people to the channel, bring more people into the live stream, get more activity, and to help grow the channel as well. So I gotta do it. If you don't grow, you stay stagnant. If you stay stagnant, you're stagnant. So you got to adapt. You got to change. You got to change with YouTube. You got to change with the world. Or if you don't, you'll be left behind and you'll fade into nothing. Polly doesn't get a lot of comments. I do. And I love it. I actually get more comments than I thought I would. And as time goes by, it's getting better and better. I love getting comments and responding to them. And I love getting on my YouTube and checking my notifications and responding to comments. I enjoy that. I look forward to it. Good or bad. Sometimes and honestly, I don't get a lot of bad ones. I get most of my channel is positive. I have had some people, some trolls, but it's not that bad. I hope a troll. I actually like it when trolls show up in the shorts feed, and I like confrontation. I enjoy it. If I get a troll in my comments, I'll call them out and put them up here, and we'll talk about it. I invite any troll to a live stream that has something to say. Have a debate, so to speak. Let's see here. Got to make two. So when I do, it's cause for celebration. Oh, I got you, Polly. I have gone. I have gone up Caveman Aquatics massively. I feel like he doesn't connect with the viewers anymore. Doesn't reply to any comments. It doesn't bother to read super chats. He doesn't. He did make a. He said he did make a New Year's resolution to get better with that, and maybe he will. I hope he does. No life philosophy. Have I? Oh, you got a cold. I'm sorry to hear that. You're sick, Tara. Um. So I think it's a problem that he recognized and he wants to do better. We'll see. Um. But to be honest with you, anytime I comment on his videos, he always got back to me. So I don't. Maybe it's because we look alike. I've had people tell me and him look alike. I even told Kev on that. Well, there's one. I told Kev on one of his videos some months back. I said, I got people telling me that you and I look alike. All he did was heart it. Didn't even say anything back. But I do. They say we look alike. What do you guys think? I don't get many comments, but then again, I don't get any views either. So it's probably to scale. I need to stream some. Oh, yeah, definitely, John. Do some more live streams. That's the thing with YouTube. You got to do them all. You got shorts, you got live streams, you got long form videos, you got posts. You need to do them all. Don't just stick to one thing. Again, you'll stay stagnant. Hey, I'm not trying to preach. I'm by far not an expert or professional. If I was, I'd be a lot bigger than I am. But I get a lot of comments, and I think it's because I just do a little bit of everything. Shorts during the week, one long form video, which I've been slacking on. But I definitely am consistent with my live streams every Saturday morning, and I throw some posts out there. All of them are going to bring traction to your channel, and you need to do them all. I finally hit over 1 million views as a lifetime uh, goal, and I reached that. We talked about it a couple streams ago, so I'm excited about that. And 186 ain't crapping, man. Be careful what you wish for. A lot of people want to be a big channel, and when they get there, they can't handle it. Or they don't know how to handle it, or it's too much for them. So, but I think at this point, if that ever happened, I think I could handle it. But I'd look forward to it. I love a challenge, and I definitely want to move up, and move bigger, and get bigger, and that's the plan. But it also brings a lot of work. You got to have some new content, fresh content all the time, and it's got to be attractive content. So I got a lot of work to do. Hey, Ron, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. I love the trolls, man, especially when you call them out and you don't have a plausible explanation. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun, Webbs. Oh, I think Webbs gave me a E199 super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, buddy. Big supporter of the channel right there. Can't thank you enough, my friend. Tara's got a cold. Home Depot buckets are better than Lowe's buckets. Negative. I was just talking to P Tag a little bit about that last night, promoting his Home Depot buckets on his live stream at the beginning trailer. That son of a, he's got to quit. He's really got to quit with the Home Depot buckets. I love that we said that one. Kitty litter totes are number one in buckets. Yeah, those are. We got some of them laying around too, Tim. Here's Bojack. Do you ever think about how cool it would be if men were able to get pregnant too? I feel like it would be. No, Bojack. That's a topic for another day, I suppose. Appreciate you coming in, man. I do answer all comments again. I'm going to be, I'm a very small channel. Even then, I take time to answer occasionally. I miss one and apologize. It does feel good when you get a response. Yeah, it does. It really does, Jose. And I'm not sitting here saying you can get them all. It's about impossible to catch them all. But I literally will spend, it's usually Saturday or Sunday morning. I will literally spend on my phone. I will go through my comments just to get caught up on them all. I don't try to make sure. Have I missed some? Sure, but I do try to make sure I catch them all. It's hard during the week, so I will sit down and I will go through my notifications. Like Tim said, the best way is go to YouTube Studio, hit comments. They're all lined up there for you, and you can just go right down the line. But take the time to. I like to go take that a step further. And if it's an out of the ordinary name, I'll tap on their channel. If they have one, they all don't have a channel. Some guys just get on there to watch. They don't want to record. And I just like to see what they do, what they're into. And it's neat. Some of the people that are into fish, you wouldn't think going by their channel content, what are you doing here? It's neat. It's neat what you learn by taking the time to see who's commenting and getting to know your followers, getting to know your people. And it's worthwhile, and that kind of stuff comes back to you. Home Depot buckets and Lowe's buckets both suck. I want the white buckets so I can see the fish, etc. I actually don't have a problem seeing fish. White definitely the best, but um, I just use a flashlight. I use my old neck light. That thing's always on me, hands free. Just look at the picture I sent you. Tara, sending me a picture. I think it says the fuck up. The fuck. Oh, I get it. Anybody get that? That's pretty good, Tara. I like that mug. Because your water change video was really good. I will be stealing a bunch of your ideas. John agreed. Keep white bucket no, for that. No Lowe's bucket. For me, I don't need to worry about putting fish in a bucket and viewing them and make sure they're okay. I don't use buckets for that. I use buckets for one thing, work. And if I'm using a bucket for work, it's going to be a Lowe's bucket because I need it to be lasting a long time and not cracking and breaking apart like the Home Depot buckets do. And the Lowe's buckets are by far much, much more attractive. We've already had a full live stream on the facts about Lowe's versus Home Depot. I don't care what P-Tag says. Those buckets are superior. And that is that. I got 2 white food safe buckets at the thrift store. Well, that's a steal, Ron, because I've got some of those food safe buckets, the 5-gallon and 2.5 gallons, and they are not cheap to buy, my friend. But I got some of them buckets in here too that I use, but I only use them to literally hold fish food. Being sponsored by Northfin Foods, I get a lot of food and I need a place to store them, and I don't want bugs to get in them. I don't want it to dry out. So I use the food safe buckets for that. Kitty litter totes are fantastic. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the square type buckets. We got them. We use them as garbage cans too. Buckets end up being temporary tanks for me too often. I buy fish accidentally. I rescue. I got you on that, John. Yeah. Yeah, if you had as many tanks as you needed to make up for what the buckets are doing for you, you'd probably be 1 broke, 2 no space at all. Yeah, good video, Jose. Good video. You guys are putting out some good stuff. I am slacking on the content as far as long form videos go. I've been focusing more on live streams, really enjoying the live streams. I feel it's a much better way to connect with you guys. I enjoy doing live streams much more than I do creating videos. And looking at my analytics, you guys feel the same way. So I tend to stick with the people like, and the people seem to be liking live streams way more than any video. Plain and simple. But you still have to do them all to grow your channel. I'm already broke with no space. That's funny. Not me, man. What you see is it. I will be getting no more aquariums. Actually, my plan going forward is to restructure this fish room, which is going to be a fight because of the sheer jungle I've got to pothos. I want to redo these center tanks, what I call the island tanks. What you see behind me is 2 75 gallons back to back. On the other end cap of that, facing the 125 gallon Oscar tape, is a 65 gallon. I made 2 6-foot long stands that are ready to go. And I'd like to double stack those 2 75 gallons right there and put them up against a wall. I want to open this space up in the center of the garage and get those tanks stacked and leave that middle of this fish room open. What are you guys' thoughts on that? I may leave 1 single tank in the middle there instead of 3 and get those other ones stacked. What do you guys think about that idea? I want to have more working space. I am going to have to leave something because I don't want to get rid of my fake rock wall Sicilian aquatic sign that my sister got me here. I like that right there. I think that looks good. So I need to be able to have something there, whether I make like a little thing to hold it or leave one single tank there or something. I don't know, but that's got to stay. I like that. But I do want to leave that center open. So I made these two 6 foot long stands designed to hold a 125-gallon wood glued and screwed. They can hold a truck. Got two of them. I just need some cinder blocks, and I want to get those 75 gallons stacked up on it. They're designed so they can actually hold all three of those aquariums. But I want them again against I get them against a wall and out of the middle. I don't have the energy for another restructure. Me either. I don't. I don't want. That's why I've been putting it off. I built them months ago, and they've been sitting here. I don't have the energy to do it. I enjoy streams, but my time to make them isn't there. I don't have consistent hour to hour that's uninterrupted to dedicate regularly videos I can knock out in 20 minutes. Right. So, and that's going to be different for everybody. You know, obviously, in John's case, it's much easier for him to put some videos out rather than to sit here for an hour or so. For me, I know that I can be here every Saturday morning and do that. That's why I chose this time, and I've been doing it for years now. And what's good about consistency, which is very important when you're talking about a YouTube channel or any platform you're on, is consistency. So people know when to expect you. Hey, it's Saturday morning. Jesse's going to be live streaming. We'll see what he's up to. If he's talking about some stuff I like, we'll stick around. If the chat's banging and everyone's having a time, I'm going to stick around. Yeah, but if it's boring, maybe I'll catch him next week. Right, but I created that consistency for you guys to make that choice. Already this week is this Saturday stream has a lot more people in it right off the bat. The chat is buzzing, and last week was quite a different story. So it changes, but you still need to stay consistent. Polly says, in my personal fish area, I like the middle of the room open. Yeah, me too, Polly. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just waiting for one of you guys to come down and help me move some tanks, maybe two of you. So whenever you're available, Polly, to come over, and Tara, she's going to come over. I think Jose and Cecil talked about dropping in. We got to move two 75s. We've got to move a 65. I got to get them stacked up. I'll have the cinder blocks here. The stands are already made. I got everything I need to fill. But it is going to cause me to restructure my piping. I might have to add some on so I can fill them and do what I've been doing. And make space. I think I'm going to shut this 29-gallon down or move it so I can put that setup on this wall and double stack the 75s. What I'd love to do is get rid of the 75s, get two more 125s and double stack them. That's what I'd like to do because you guys know I like the big tanks. Hey, so good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Finally, hello, everyone. I can finally find you where I can make comments. What you mean, buddy? Let's see. I enjoy your streams, Jesse, as one of the top. I just wish I could be. Well, I appreciate that, John. I certainly do. That's great to hear. Feedback like that doesn't come too much. So when it happens, I love to hear feedback, good or bad. So I certainly appreciate that. But yeah, that's all right, man. Everybody's busy. Not everyone can always be here for sure. Life happens and life first. Your live stream is Saturday morning cartoons, like when I was a kid. Polly, yeah, me too. I had my Saturday morning cartoons. Tara knows I loved my Saturday morning cartoons. I appreciate these kind words, guys. Really do. Honestly, I plan my Saturday morning around the stream. Oh, geez, this is great. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate these kind words. This is, and it's stuff like this that makes it worthwhile. Sometimes you get up and you're like, "Wow, I don't feel like doing this." Yeah, how many people am I going to get in here? Like, 10, but I can't complain because most of my live streams usually has a lot of people in it. I've had 20, 30 people. Today is good so far. And what I've realized over time is it doesn't matter the amount of the people, it's the people you're spending with is what makes it worthwhile. And as I always say, when I'm into my live streams, I can't thank you enough for being here. I look forward to my streams and I do too. So, again, that's because of you guys. So I can't thank you enough. The number don't matter. It's who's in there. John said, we used to have a Saturday morning fish stream called Saturday Morning Cartoons. Ah, yeah, that's right, John. Just like Polly was saying there. Oh, yeah, Ron, he said he's coming over. We got to move some tanks. I was on YouTube and you wasn't seeing any of my comments. Okay, you were just in the wrong one. So we're doing a horizontal and vertical live stream at the same time. If you back out and go into my channel, you'll see two live streams. One has a picture of a phone. That's going to be vertical. It's showing up in the shorts feed. The other one is what most people are used to, is the horizontal regular live stream. You have to go in one or the other. Either way, either one you're in, I'll see your comments, but not the people that are on the horizontal won't see the vertical, and vice versa. Then that's the only down part of that. Cereal, that's right. When I get home from work, I say I have an hour until Jesse. I have to get the mail and chores done. I appreciate it, Tara. The animals and chores. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. And if I'm not doing this, what am I doing? I usually got something going on. I mean, I got more projects. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about it. Just let me tell you. John over at KG Tropicals thinks he's got it bad. Let me tell you, he don't got it bad. I'll say it right to his face. He don't got chores. I got chores. I got projects. So you guys know when I first moved my fish room into this garage, I had the entire garage, which was this whole single stall garage you see here. And then there's a bump out over there. I had all that. When I first started live streaming in here, I was in that bump out. If you go back and look at the older live streams. Well, had to make some changes, build a wall. Now that's a bird room. So that condensed my fish room into a true single stall garage. What you see, there's only 2 tanks and half of a 375 that you can't see. Now, I have to turn that wall in that room into a true finished room. What happens is anytime someone's burning their chimney, anytime Fort Bragg is back here, which, by the way, I guess Trump was visiting yesterday, and he was just not too far from me visiting Fort Bragg. But anytime Fort Bragg is doing controlled burns and burning the underbrush back there, the smoke gets into this garage. You can smell it. It does not get into the house, but it does get into this garage. I have put all new seals around the big garage door. I have put all new seals around the man door back there. I don't know what else I can do to try to keep the smoke out of this garage. I've done it. I even got one of them big rubber thresholds that I put under the garage door that it sits on. It still gets in here. Birds cannot smell smoke like that. It will kill them. They have very sensitive respiratory systems. So we're constantly have to move that bird. God forbid it happens at night when we're sleeping. So for the last months, she's been in the house, back in her old room in the house, so she's safe. What I have to do is I have to move this 55 out, this 29 gallon out of the way. I have to take my Sailing Aquatics banner down. I have to take the PVC wall that I built on the other side of the studded wall that I built off. And I literally have to put drywall up and insulate this wall. And at the top, you have probably seen in my videos, it's vented up there with chicken wire. So my Mr. Cool unit can help heat and cool that room for the bird, as well as the house, because I have like a screen door thing I made. I did a video on that. But this wall is going to have to be finished. I got to put drywall up. Once the drywall is up, I got to take silicone, go all around the wall to try to make it as seal tight as possible. And then I have to figure out a good seal to put all around this door so I can seal that room off, and absolutely no smoke, fumes, odors of any kind can get into that room with that bird, because we're tired of having to move this bird all the time. In the wintertime, it's a lot. We just gave up and kept her in the house until we get this figured out. So once the wall's done and I know that the door is sealed, and we wait for a while and we check and make sure that smoke smell can't get in there, I resealed around the window, because it's a garage. When they built it, they never did like foam and seal around the window. So I had to take the trim off, spray foam all around there, put the trim back on, got that taken care of because you could feel the air coming through. Additionally, down at the bottom where the drywall meets the brick, it was buckled out and you could feel air coming in there because it was a garage. So last weekend, I went all around, got the proper silicone, and sealed all that up. So next is this wall. Once we know it's built, it's sealed up, we have no issue. Then I can go up to the ceiling, cut a square, put in a register, and tap into the house AC so that room can be heated and cooled by the house because the Mr. Cool unit will no longer be able to do it because it'll be blocked off. So crap like that I got to do. Yeah, it's definitely for clicks. He's fantastic at what he does. John says we should develop a fish tube missions program like we're on various weekends through the year where someone is doing fish work and lots of fish tubers show up to help. We can make that'd be cool, and that'd be like a cool video, kind of like that. What's those house people that go around fixing people's houses up? That'd be cool, John. Quality over quantity. You got it, John or Ron. Absolutely. Glad you told me about the two different views for the live stream. Now I'm in full screen. Yeah, that very cool, Scotty. I thought you already knew that. This is like the fourth time I've tried this out. Plain and simple. I like to throw it in every once in a while because it brings in. I think Jim over at Happy Place. He did a vertical for the first time, and he's got over 2,000 views on that. It helps. Yes, hit the like button. Appreciate you, Tim. I think John gives you, yeah, clicks. He's good at what he does. He's honed his craft over the years. Yeah. And I think there's too much, like the old saying is too much of anything is a bad thing. I think, like my FU shorts that I was doing, it didn't take long for those to run its course and I could see it in the analytics. So I stopped doing them for a while. So I think, you got to really pay attention to your analytics, see what the people like. You guys know me. Everything I do is pretty much for entertainment. 95% of what I say is a joke or saying something stupid or doing something stupid for a laugh. I'm more on the entertainment side of things in this hobby, sprinkled with a little bit of tricks and hints. Tips, tricks, and hints that I've learned. But the old saying, don't overstay your welcome, things like that. The FU shorts were funny at first, but I think they died off quick. Would have to add an industrial air filter and a positive pressure system, Jesse, make it so air blows out of the garage when the door opens. Right, exactly. But how do you do that, John? And now I'm drilling another hole. I hate drilling holes in my brick house. I hate it. I had to do it again when I installed that utility sink. I had to do it over here when I installed this Mr. Cool unit. I hate it. I can't. The third bedroom has to be available for the father-in-law, Tara, when he comes up and visits us. Or believe me, we would. And I'd have my space back. Scotty, I stopped watching some of these larger channels for different reasons. I prefer to watch smaller. Same with me, Jose. I mean, P-Tag was on at the same time as KG Tropicals. I bounced back and forth for a little bit, and then I went over to P-Tags for the rest of the time. Hey, Jody Mother F and P. Good to see you, Jody Mother F and P, in the house. I saw you were in here earlier. You're working and lurking. I got you. It's good to see you. I'm getting my super rib bristlenose plecos bagged up to take to my local fish store today. Very cool, Cecil. Will you be safe driving, sir? Sounds like a bird is too much work. That's part of the why I quit birds. See, I don't think so. They're a lot of work. I would say they're more work than fish tanks. They're messy. They poop all the time. You got to clean it up. And you have to spend time with them. These birds are social. It's not that they want. Birds need to be social, to be loved. They got to have their people in there. If you don't, they get depressed They start plucking themselves. They get stressed. You have to spend time with your bird if you have a bird. So they are. You're right. They are a lot of work, hands down. But the reward is worth it. Webb says, "Is KG Sharp was a primetime reply to the dance?" No, and I didn't think they would. I was really hoping they would. I thought that was funny. I do things. A lot of times I do things. When I did that, man, I was sitting there literally spending time with my bird, and it popped. Hey, let me do this, and I just acted on it, and I created a post, and I did the mentions. Did they read it or not? I don't know. But I really thought it would have took off more than it did, and I was really hoping they would have at least replied. And that's the thing that gets me. That's the only thing I got to say that bothers me about large channels. Just because you're large doesn't mean you can't reply. In fact, you get more respect and credibility when you reply. I know everybody's busy, but that thing's been out for a week now. Oh, you don't check your mentions? You can't take 5 minutes to have a little fun with the people that watch you? That's what bothers me about things like that sometimes. But hey, Lisa and John, they're busy over there. They recently had a lot of issues going on, a lot of problems. They don't have time to get with every little thing all the time. So I totally understand it. But that prime time, you never hear from that some bitch. But John and Lisa, they've hearted my comments. They've replied to some of them. At least you get some. At least when they can, get back to you. Prime time, he's the one above all. Apparently, John from KG admitted he don't read the comment sections. Yeah, exactly. But that's one thing I respect about him, Tim. Although I don't agree with it, at least he's honest up front. And that's one of the reasons why I like KG Tropicals, because he is honest. He's up front. He has no filter. And it reminds me of myself, which kind of bleeds into my next week's live stream. You guys will see that once I create it. Got a lot to talk about with that. I would have done it this week, but I wanted to talk about this subject here, commenting with people. And plus, KG Tropicals and Primetime are a lot bigger channel. I mean, it's impossible for them to get back to every damn comment. I get it. It's too much. But my next week's live stream shouldn't make everybody mad. I'll just put it that way. John, how do you let's see. John, how do you buy fish accidentally? Is that like being a little pregnant or that's funny, Jose. Some of the larger channels think they're too big and too important to care about the viewers. Yeah, I don't like the way Alex did my buddy Tommy. They know each other. They've talked. Wanted them to be a part of the Aquatic News Network. Well, when you get a little bigger, that irritated me. Right, because he's Brad fucking Pitt, right? One way to accidentally buy fish is trying to bid up your buddy at an auction and not pull your hands down fast enough. You snake. I reply to every comment. I'm grateful to be able to do it. Same, Ron. Same. And I know that because you always have with mine. Egg, sausage, toast, coffee. Just not sure what I did to deserve this. Me either, Stan. Oh, you included me on that. Oh my. Get the hell out of here, Stan. Thank you, buddy. Just do an extra hour this week and air it all out now. Oh yeah. I can't sit here that long. I can't. It takes all of 30 seconds to reply. Exactly. It ain't much. Now, I will say, when you're a bigger channel, I've seen these comments. It's a lot. They get a lot of comments. Not all of them all the time, but they do get a lot. I don't expect them to reply to every comment, but taking the time to really get to know the people that follow you, at least channel members, something, I think all of us can do a little better job at that. Me, it's easier for me because I know you guys. You're in here every week. You're always on my videos, but we've got to expand. Like I was talking to Tara earlier, The point of doing vertical and horizontal is it drives more people in. We've got to expand or we stay stagnant. I want to grow my channel. I want to reach out. I want to reach new heights. I want to touch on more subjects and comments. And if you don't try things, you'll never get there. Person, oh, you're sending. It's funny when you send emojis, it writes them out on my end, Stan. John, I get that. I did not put down you hand fast. That is like the old joke. What does a pregnant woman, a burnt pizza and a burnt cake? Someone that did not take it out on time. That's funny. I haven't commented. Eggs, though, that sounds delicious. You know what I had for breakfast, real quick, which is good too. I love an English muffin, toasted up real crispy with all them cracks and crevices with melted butter on there. I always do one with butter and one with peanut butter. It hits different. It hits different on an English muffin that way. Bah. We got a like on Facebook. We are live to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Tara's been a member for 19 months. That's what? 12. Over a year and a half. Can't thank you enough for that, for sure. Oh, she changed her avatar, too. It's Jesus. And Tara sent in a super sticker for $4.99. Thank you, Tara. Appreciate the support. Always a good supporter of the channel as well. And it goes a long way. Oh, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I didn't tell you about this. You guys want to hear about this? Do you want to hear something? It has to do with YouTube monetization and taxes. Do you want to hear about this? Biscuits and gravy are delicious. Every morning, Doc says it's going to kill me. Oh, yeah, I don't do it every morning. Love the butter on English muffin. Has been a while. Oh, put the peanut butter on. No, you got to do it right, Jose. You're still going to put butter on both halves of the English muffin. But on one, put peanut butter on top of that. When I have my peanut butter, it goes on top of the butter. That combination's to die for. Go ahead and try it, my friend. Jesse, there are not nooks and crannies, not cracks and crevices, you savage. Oh, God. That was funny. You're right, though. You're right. It is nooks and crannies, not cracks and crevices. I am a savage. That was funny, Paulie. That was funny. This I'm telling you, this is fun. This is what I wait for. I love it when Saturday mornings are this fun. Tara, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat, and Webbs for the $1.99 super chat. Legends. That was funny. StreamYard, mark this part for a short later. Bet you guys didn't know you could do that. StreamYard will now they've been doing it for a little bit, but you can after the stream's over, you can generate AI clips. And they said if you say something during the stream, a particular part you want, it'll do it. So I'm hoping it does it. It's pretty neat. Hold on a minute. Let me just make sure I have this down. It's probably too late. Time went by. Well, I don't know. But I said something. We'll see if it works. Butter crunchy peanut butter and strawberry jam, Nirvana. Yeah, it's delicious. I like to do that. I'll every once in a while make 4 pieces of toast. 1 butter, 1 peanut butter, 1 jelly, and then 1 honey. I like my honey too. Hey, Jim, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Hope you're doing well over there. But anyways, check us out. Recently, we had to do our income taxes, right? Jam and jelly does not suck. You're not getting the right one. You got to get not Smuckers. Is it Smuckers? Is it Smuckers or Welch's? Oh, it's delicious either way. So If anybody doesn't already know this, or whatever, if you want to get monetized on YouTube, there's something you need to understand when you come into it that I did not pay attention to, is that they treat it as a business. When I started this thing, I wasn't looking at this as a side business. But when you get into being monetized on YouTube and you make $400 or more, you have to claim it on your taxes. Now, they deem it as a business. So because of the fact that I did not save receipts for anything I purchased that has to do with my fish keeping hobby, whether it be food, maybe a membership, a filter, had I saved those receipts, I could have submitted them. But because of that, everything that I made this last year basically went right back to them. I didn't know I was doing a business. I was doing this for fun. But yeah. So if you start this as a monetization, just understand that the IRS says, okay, you got a side business because you made over 400. If you make $400 or more, I don't care if it's a 401, 405, $500, whatever you make, save your receipts for anything you buy, or they're going to take it all back at the end of the year. Cameras, keyboards, speakers, webcams, computers, whatever you buy, save your receipt. Not monetized, but keep in mind the 1099 earning can be deducted in your returns, at least up to one amount. Remember to spend more than 10 on earnings. Yeah, exactly. And I didn't pay attention to that, Jose. Y'all make me hungry. I haven't had peanut butter in years. Sounds good. Okay, John, but make sure you get Jiffy Creamy. That's the only peanut butter, sir. A lot is losses. Check with your accountant. I will never be a part two of your wife hitting you off the chair when you asked for more fish. That was funny. Yeah, I had fun making that one. Well, I tell you what, the whole family had fun making that one. A lot more operating expense, fuck tax, highway robbery. Yeah. So we need to donate much more to you to help cover. Nope. I'm not asking you to do that. If you want to do it, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not. You don't have to do that. I was just telling you the story. So now I know anything I buy for the fish room, I need to keep the receipt. And oh, would I had receipts to keep what I made. I didn't think it worked like that. I thought it was just making money on the side as a hobby. I never thought of it as a second job or a second earnings. But that's the way they look at it. You have two options. You can claim as a creator for the hobby or a side business. No matter either way you do, it's considered a side business. And if you make over $400 a year doing it, you have to do taxes on it. And if you have no expenses towards your business, everything you made goes right back to them, as opposed to, let's say you made $400 and you had $300 of purchases on your hobby or your business, you would have only had to give them 100. In my case, I had none. So every bit of it went right back to them. I love my Peter Pan. Peter Pan, come on, man. Everybody knows Jiffy's better, Cecil. Any income is a taxable income, 100%, sir. I just didn't. I don't have a business. I don't have side businesses. When I started this, I didn't know I was doing that. Peter Pan sucks. I'm getting hot. That Mr. Cool unit be doing the work, son. Glad I put deodorant on today. I like my Jif. Now, when I was working out and being a health nut, they make this natural peanut butter. You could get it GNC. It's really, really thick. It's so thick, the oil sits on top. And before each use, you really had to stir it up, and it was really hard to stir. That stuff was tacky, but it was all natural and much better for you. Mother is coming tomorrow. I must prepare. Okay, Tara, that's fine. Well, why ain't she coming today? Well, why is she coming tomorrow? What are you guys doing? So, yes, the importance of reading. I like to take it a step further. Not only do I read and get back to all my comments as much as possible, I like to click their channels and see what they're up to and see who's watching and get to know my audience and my followers and get back to them. Is that a little easier as a small channel for sure? When you get bigger, it's going to be much harder. But I would think as a bigger channel, you would at least try your best to at least get back to your members and things like that as much as possible. And it's hard for them to do that. But everybody's busy. Everybody's got a life. I understand all the stuff involved and all that stuff. But I think if you have time to spend a lot of time, and these guys are on YouTube a lot, you can take maybe you have to dedicate a day just to do that. I think it's worth it. I think it boosts your credibility and it's all around better for you. Roger is going to fix my bed frame. The hell did you do to your bed frame? What were you doing on that bed to break the bed frame? Gross. Sounds like Laura Scudder's peanut. Sounds. What's Laura Scudder's peanut butter? I ain't never heard of that. Laura Scudder's peanut butter. Never heard of that one. It was just marketed as a natural peanut butter. And of course, I like honey too. The honey we get is all organic honey. Super good. Great Value makes a nice little organic honey. I got to keep an eye on that polar blue tiger parrot. He gets frisky and starts chasing that little neon tetra around. Man, I got an amp. No, that's a Java fern. Wow, that Java fern got big. I got a lot of good plants in that 29 gallon. At any rate, important, very important to stay with your followers, keep up with them as we discussed. Webb says, have you watched the video Peanut Butter Jelly Time? Think it may be uploaded about 50. Yeah, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just pure peanuts, oil, salt, nothing else. Gotcha. It is Valentine's Day. I hope everybody got their loved ones a little something special. I got mine something special. If it's not special, it's something she definitely likes, and that's what's important. At least I'm not wasting money picking and throwing haymakers. It's something I think she'll like. Get to know your loved one, get in tune with them, and get them something they like. No flowers for my wife. She don't want to go out to dinner. She don't want primped and prep. She just wants time spent and heartfelt gifts. I think I've covered that. Still haven't heard my clown loaches clicking. Gotta get. I think it was John. Maybe he said turn the water off and you can hear. I'm gonna get so I'm gonna take a screwdriver to my ear and put one end on my ear and one end on the glass. That's stuck in my head. A reminder: if you don't know, as many of last year, any overtime, if you do, is not taxable. Is now taxable 25,000. Yep. And some employers did not put it in box 4. Yeah, mine didn't, Jose. That's something I had to look out for. We had to do it ourselves, but next year it'll be accounted for. So yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate you helping everybody out with that. But I already got my taxes done, thanks to my lovely wife. I got everything together for her, and she did it. But yep, we were aware of that. Jesse is going to break his bed tonight. Oh man, negative. It's too much work. Where are you at? Now there you now. Where are you? Where you at? Now where you at? Now where you at? Yep. Well, show it at your tax person can use it, otherwise we'll lose it. Exactly. So, yep, absolutely. Very cool. Very cool. What do we got? We got we're at the hour mark, people. I'm out of coffee. Look forward to next week's live stream. This could be a pretty good one. It's going to talk about let me just give you a trailer. How about I don't? We'll see you next week. I got a good subject to talk about next Saturday. I need everybody here. I want everybody's input. And let's just say it's something we all should be doing. And if we're not, then you. If you're not doing this, then it's your fault. I'll talk to you later. You guys have a good Valentine's Day and a good rest of your weekend. I appreciate you being here. This was super fun. Usually, as it always is. You're the best. You're the greatest. And I will see you out in the field. Nope. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. I'm just an idiot with a camera. See you, Tara. Definitely had enough Jesse after an hour. Yeah, after 186, after about an hour, you get sick of it. You get to the point you want to punch me in the left eye. Catch you guys later. I'm getting hot.